Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. This is Jeanne with Color and Create with Jeanne, and I'm happy to have you here with me today. I'm a bit late in posting this video. It's been a crazy end of the year for me, as it is for most, I think. Today's video is my November and December completed pages that I'm going to be sharing with you. And yeah, I was a bit late with November only because after Thanksgiving I had a dog that was having puppies and I was a bit busy with that, and then going right into December my daughter was sick and hospitalized, had to have surgery, and yeah, so between those two things and then the chaos of getting ready for Christmas and New Year's and, all the upcoming holidays, life got really crazy, which it typically really always does in December. But those added bits of chaos definitely put a strain on me being able to sit down and record. And by the time I was able to sit down and record November, it was already like mid-December. So I figured, well, what's the point? I may as well just save it all for one video. So that's what we're doing here today. But everybody's good. My daughter is well now and doing much better. And my dog and her puppies are all good. And everybody's good. So that's a plus. But yes, this might be a little bit longer of a video. I'm gonna try to not make it too long and get through it all. So I'm gonna just stop babbling on now, and I figure the easiest way for me to do this is just start and go through all of the pages I completed in November. I'm just gonna go according to how I have it written down in my planner, and then I'll circle back and start December. So I'm going to move these out of the way. I believe there are a total of 25 pages to show you today. I did 12 pages. I completed 12 pages in November and 13 in December. So yeah, a total of 25. But I'm going to get started. So the first book I have to share with you is Circle of Life, A Coloring Journey by BoBeanie Go-To. And this was a buddy color with my beautiful friend Sherry Dennewitz on Instagram. And we did this windmill page. And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I used Prismacolor pencils, some Posca, and some Languo gel pens. I don't think there's anything really sparkly or anything on it. But I had fun with it. And tried to do the trees like the autumn colors, and yeah, we have some pumpkins, and I'm pretty happy with how I did the sky and the rays of the, I'm calling the sun. But yeah, I'm sorry if there's a glare. But that is my page. I'm happy that I got it done. And I'm going to put Sherry's page up. And Sherry's page is beautiful. I think she did an excellent job on her page. I love how she did her mountains, and her windmill just pops, and it looks fantastic. So thank you again, Sherry, for the wonderful buddy color. And yes, that again is Circle of Life by BoBeanie Go-To. Where am I going to put my books? I'm just going to move them over here. Okay. Then I worked in Kawaii Tarot Coloring Book by Lulu Mayo. And we did this page. This is the Six of Swords. And this was a buddy color with Jess, aka the Colouring.Bumblebee. And I colored this for the prompt of water for her Lulu Mayo scavenger hunt. And for my page, I used Prismacolor pencils, There's some white Posca. There's a little bit of fine liner. I use the Art Spirits metallic watercolor paints, the gold sparkle, I believe it is, for the border, as I do on all of them. And I added some stickles on the waves of the water, which I think the camera kind of picks it up a teeny bit, but yes, definitely very sparkly, shimmery. Not too happy with my sky. I wanted to go from like a dark to a light, which I mean, I did, but I think I could have blended it or added a bit more color variant for it. But I am happy with my water. So it was a good page to get done. I am hoping to complete this book this year, or at least get a lot further in it. But I'm going to move mine to the side, and I'm going to put Jess's up here. And Jess did a beautiful job on her page. I love her pink sky. And coupled with the pink boat, I think it just brings the whole page together and just makes the page pop. So you did a great job, Jess. Thank you again for the buddy color. And I look forward to our next one. Oh wait, while I'm here, I did do another buddy color with Jess in this book for November. Yes, we did. Okay. I'm just trying to get through my planner. Okay, we did this, and we did the 7 of coins. And again, it was a buddy color with Jess at Colouring.Bumblebee. And I did this for the prompt of sloth and savory food. So I used Prismacolor pencils, white Posca, again, the Art Spirits metallic watercolor paint and gold sparkle for the border, and a gold Pentel sparkle pop, which, where did I use that? Oh, I used that to outline the coins. So I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, there's a little bit. Yeah. So, I had already done this previously, so I just carried the colors, or tried to carry some of the colors from this over to this, made the little curtain here the same colors, just so it kind of match and look more cohesive. There's not a whole lot you can really do with cheese, I don't think. I mean, you got your yellow cheese, your white cheese, so I tried to make them somewhat different, but, you know, hey, it's cheese. And it's a little card done, so that's a plus. But I'm going to move mine over, and I'm going to show you Jess's page. And again, she did a fantastic job. Like that, there's not really much you can do with cheese. So, yeah. So I think it looks great though. And I know she was, I think, trying to carry colors over from another page too. So, yeah, hers is going to look great when all the little sections are complete and look cohesive. But she did a great job. So thank you again, Jess, for another awesome buddy color. And again, that was Kawaii Tarot in Lulu Mayo, or by Lulu Mayo. Let's see, what do I have next? All right. Next, I have Matchstick Mouse, A Rainy Day Coloring Book by Morgan O'Brien. And I am in a Matchstick Mouse Seasonal Buddies group on Instagram. And every month, well, I think they do it seasonally, or like every 3 months, they'll pick out 3 pages from a certain book and we'll color the page for that month. So I know it started off small, the group, and now has grown. So I think there's like 11 or 12 of us in there now, something like that. So whoever did participate, I will pop up their pages. But I'm going to show you mine first. And yes, this was the November page. So we did this page for November. And I used Prismacolor pencils, some white Posca, and an Ohuhu alcohol marker, which I believe I used on the sky. Yes, the alcohol marker is used on the sky. Just went over like some of the rain and, you know, added some highlights with the Posca. But cute page. Glad it's done. I am going to pop up everybody else that did this page, or at least whoever I have that completed the page. They all did a fantastic job. So, yes. That is the November page from Matchstick Mouse, A Rainy Day Coloring Book by Morgan O'Brien. And then the other book that was chosen for November was Matchstick Mouse, An Autumn Coloring Book by Morgan O'Brien. And we did this page. And again, I just used Prismacolor pencils and some white Posca and gold Pentel Sparkle Pop, which I only really put here on this little stamp. But yeah, it was a cute page. I knew I wanted to make it full colors, being autumn and whatnot. But I was trying to just put them in different areas to kind of make everything separate and pop, kind of. Yeah, I don't know how effective I was, but it was fun, and it's a page done, so there we go. But I will pop everybody else who has completed this page. I'll put theirs up now, so you can take a look and see what they did. And as always, everybody always does a fantastic job. And that's it. So that was the page from An Autumn Coloring Book by Morgan O'Brien. Sorry for the glare. All right, next I have this book, and this is The Adventures of Little Mouse Yayuri by Makiko Inatone. And this was a buddy color with Pauline at Paulina Artstuff. And we did this page. And I am very happy with how this page turned out. For this page, I used Derwent Chroma Flow, some Posca fine liner, and chalk pastels. So the chalk pastels I used on the sky and this walkway here. And again, because it's autumn, I wanted to bring in like some more autumn colors and whatnot. I pretty much left all these flowers for last because I didn't know where to go with them. I didn't know what color to make them, being that I was going for an autumnal scene. So I pretty much figured, well, you have a lot of the red in the building here, so I would just bring that down. And so that's how I did those flowers. And then for these, I figured I'd just make them like a golden yellow to kind of bring in more yellow for the page. You know, like a fall kind of golden color. So I think it works. I'm pretty happy with it. But I will move mine to the side and I will show you Paulina's page here. And she did a gorgeous job on her page. I love how she created her sky, like almost like a sunset or a sunrise maybe. Her flowers are absolutely beautiful, and her colors, like the way she put everything together and the colors she used just makes the page very like light and airy and calm and soothing, and I love it. I love how the page turned out. She did a fantastic job. So thank you again, Pauline, for the buddy color. I cannot wait for our January buddy color. I'm excited about that one. But yes, that was my page in the Yayuri, The Adventures of Little Mouse Yayuri. Okay. Then I have Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford, and this is a project book that I have been doing with my very good friend Jeanne at BoBeanie Creates. And the page that we did for November was this one. I'm calling it the kitchen gadget page because I don't know. I don't know what else to call it. Okay, so for my page, I used Prismacolor pencils, some gold pencil sparkle pop, and white Posca. The gold pencil sparkle pop I just used as little accents, like on this lampshade, on the rims of some of these bowls and cups, and just to add a little sparkle here and there. I don't know if the camera will pick it on. There's a little bit on the lamp, but yes, it was definitely a project with all these little bits and pieces and trying to figure out and scatter color around so that it would look cohesive and even, and trying to add color but not too much color. But then again, it's just a lot of random items, so I don't know. I had fun with it though. I did not know what to do for a background, so I just left it blank. Plus, I didn't know how difficult it would be to go in between everything, so I just called it and left it as is. But here is Jeannie's page, and her page is so pretty. She colored all the items beautifully as always, but I think it pops because she added that background, and it's an even and bright, fun background, and I think like that, I think that it makes the page just, it looks amazing. So you did a fantastic job, Jeannie. Thank you again for the buddy color. And yes, that is the page for November out of Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford. Okay, then we have Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Roseanne's, and this is a project book with my good friend Steve at the Coloring Commander. And I believe for November, I chose the page. And we went with this one, which is the Mad Hatter. And for my page, I used Prismacolor pencils, black Posca, white Posca. I used metallic watercolor set, the Metals metallic watercolor set by the Art Spirits. And I think that's all for the page. Yeah, so I used the metallic watercolor on the backs of the chair here and on some of the clothing on his sleeves and whatnot. But yeah, it was a really fun page to color. And I was originally going to I wanted them to somewhat match. And I wanted to try to bring some of the colors from the Queen that we had done earlier to this page. So with the greenish blue that I have here, I wanted to bring that over. So I made that his outfit, or tried to come as close as possible without making it too dark. And some of the red from the Queen I threw into some of the outfits and the chairs up there. And I was going to try to attempt to copy and do the same background on this page as this page with the purple. But I wasn't all pleased with how this background turned out. So I said, well, let me just go in a totally different direction. And I had done like the white and black checkers on the rim of his hat. So I thought, well, let me try it for the background here. So I started penciling lines and got a bit crazy when I started getting up to elements like his hair and the characters and whatnot. And so I don't know if they're all perfectly straight, but hey, it's Wonderland. Nothing was absolutely perfect and straight, right? So it's all good. It works. But yeah, I did that and just did the checkerboard there. And that way I figured between the background and the hat, it kind of brings it together. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, that was my page. I really did enjoy doing this page and had fun with it. And I'm glad it's done. 2 pages next to each other. It feels good to have them both complete. But I did not receive Steve's picture as of yet. So unfortunately I cannot share that with you. But I'm sure he did a beautiful job. So yes, that is my page for November from Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Roseanne's. Okay. Then I have The Secret Invitation by Natsuki, and this is a project book with Jess at the Colouring.Bumblebee. And I believe Dana from Dabbler D had just recently joined us as well. And the page that we did for November, we're completing, we're going in order, and we're doing story number 1. And this was a double page spread that we were doing for November. And what did I use? I used Albrecht Dürer to base everything, and then went in for shading with Prismacolor pencils. I used some white gel pen, Calero Pearl Color Metallic watercolor paints, and Jane Davenport palette pastels. So I used the pastels for the sky, and yeah, there was a lot of green on this page, so I tried to break it up with different greens. Tried to copy some of the food items here for their picnic from the previous page that we did food items for. And didn't really know what to do with these flowers, so I just went with the purple. Just to bring in a different color and kind of hopefully make it pop, but not really. I don't know. I'm just happy that it's a double and it's done. I will put up Jess's page here. She did an awesome job. It looks absolutely stunning. I love her pink and yellow flowers. And her sky just looks bright and like cloudy. Like she has those bright white clouds in the back, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So well done, Jess. But yeah, we're almost done. Or, well, actually, I am done with the story 1, but I'll show you the next page with the December pages. But yes, this was the November spread in Secret Invitation. And then, okay, the last book that I have for November is Beyond the World Fairy Tale by Eerie. And this is a group buddy color with Veronica Dunn at Veronica Dunn 66, Megan at Meg's Coloring Corner, Lisa's Coloring Nook, Jess at Colouring.Bumblebee, and Kathy at Color V94. And I have a lot of catching up to do because I believe Jess and Meg had started this book a while ago, and we have just recently joined. But the page that was chosen for November was this double page kind of intro page. And what I used for mine, I used Prismacolor pencils, white Posca, gold pencil Sparkle Pop, and metallic watercolor paints by KJ Designs by Karen, which was for the background. So I started off coloring everything, and I wanted to use or try to use somewhat of a limited color palette. So I was just coloring like, you know, everything that I wanted, like this orangey peachy color, and then I went into yellow and pink and, you know, all the colors to spread it out evenly, which I think I achieved, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And then we came to the background, and I had no clue what to do for the background. I know I wanted something, and at first I thought, okay, maybe I'll just go in with some chalk pastels, and it'll be quick and easy, 1, 2, 3, make it one simple color. But I wanted something a little bit more. I wanted to kind of pop. So then I started thinking, okay, well, what if I go in with like acrylic markers or some kind of a paint or whatever? And other than like the Pentel Sparkle Pop that I have on some of like the binds, the binding of the books here, and like the flower pot and whatnot, I wanted a little bit more shimmer. So I started looking at my metallic watercolors, and I figured, all right, maybe if I do kind of a wallpaper, like stripes, that might be okay. But I was really, really nervous because I was like, I really like how the page turned out, and I don't want to mess it up with a crazy background or have it not turn out how I wanted it. But overall, I took my time with it. Again, got out my ruler, started making my lines, trying to make them even, which I think for the most part, they're pretty even and straight. But yeah, after it was all done and everything dried, I was really happy with it. It's not fantastic perfect, but I was happy with it. So this is my double page. I'll try to bring you closer. You can see all the shimmer from that, the background paint on the walls. There's some of the glitter from the Pentel Sparkle Pop. And yeah, I think it turned out good. But I will pop up everybody else's pages, and everybody else did a fantastic job. And like that, everybody has something different for the background. Some just did a flat base color. Others tried, you know, attempted or put on like a wallpaper or some type of a pattern or design. I do really like Meg's page. She put in like various spaces, she like drew in and colored like stones on the wall, which was really cool. So yeah, everybody did a fantastic job, and I'm excited that it's a double page spread that's done. So again, that was the group buddy color in Beyond the World Fairy Tale by Eerie. And then we move to December. Okay, so December, I'll start with these. All right. So this was an untouched book. This is the Circulism Art Book, Color by Number, Noel by Eclipse AJ Quinnell. And just because it was coming into, I needed something simple to do after a few of those other pages. So I just pulled these out and did quick, because I figured I don't know how much time I'm going to get in December for Christmas and whatnot. And I wanted to color some kind of Christmassy pages. And if I couldn't do it in other books, at least if I got some of these done, that would be good. So that's what I did. So I did this one page. It's all with Ohuhu alcohol markers. It's our little soldier nutcracker guy with the little teddy bear and the tree. Super cute, simple, easy, nothing sparkly or shimmery or anything like that. But the first page done in Noel Circulism Art Book. So that was one page. And then I also had this one. This is Circulism Art Book, Color by Number, Joyous, again by Eclipse AJ Quinnell. And I did the first page in here. And I guess it's like their little Christmas Eve or Christmas get-together party. A bunch of friends and family. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get the... No, I can't. Oh, I removed the glare a little bit. But yeah, again, Ohuhu alcohol markers, nothing crazy. it was a fun page, and it's something completed in here. So that was my page out of Joyous. Then, okay. This one, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. This is Lines Coloring Book Christmas by Jennifer Rowling. And it's been a very long time since I've worked in this book. So the page I did in here was this one. Let's see, how does it show up on camera? Kind of, okay. Oh, there you go. You could kind of see it now. I think it's easier to see through camera than it is like looking at it in person. Or maybe it's just because I went with this icy blue. I used a Languo color painting gel pen, the shiny style. So it's kind of like glittery. So looking at it just head on in person, it's kind of hard to make out, but the camera seems to pick it up better if I hold it kind of on an angle. But yeah, we have our little hugging snowman. So yeah, it was a cute page. I wanted to get to it because, again, it's been a while since I colored in this one. And it was just simple and easy, and did it while watching TV one night. But yes, that was the page in Lines Coloring Book Christmas by Jennifer Rowling. Then, what else? Okay. Then I have, what did I find? There we go. Okay. We have Mine Winter Spaziergang, which I believe is my winter walk or my journey through winter or something like that, by Rita Berman. And this was a buddy color again with Sherry Dennewitz on Instagram. And we did this double page spread. And for my page, I used Prismacolor pencils, white Posca, a lot of white Posca for all this snow, silver and gold pencil sparkle pop, and Jelly Roll Stardust clear. So I pretty much started with the buildings and worked my way across doing the trees, or trying to do the trees, then jumped to the snow, did the little bunny scene over here. There's the gold pentel sparkle pop on the design of like the teapot and the teacup. There's some on the bottom of the sled, and the lantern. I tried to put some on some of the trees and the mountains, the decorations over here in the windows. Outlined the clouds in all the silver and did some silver stars because I tried to cover up all the snowflakes and snow with the white Posca up here, and wasn't really sure what to do for the background. I didn't know if I wanted it to be like daytime or nighttime or heading into nighttime. So I started off with the blue going into purple, and I was like, oh, it'll be kind of like a sunset. So we just got lighter and lighter to the yellow down here at the bottom. So I think it works. I like it. I'm happy. It's a double page spread that's done. So you can see all the shimmer in the clouds and the stars and the decorations. And yeah, it was definitely a fun page to color. And I'm going to put Sherry's up now. She did an amazing job on her page. Her clouds and her background sky with the blues and the pinks and the purples is so pretty. And it pairs so nicely with her bright landscape and buildings. And I think it just brings it all together nicely. So Sherry, you did a fantastic job. And thank you again for this awesome buddy color. And I cannot wait for our January one. Yay! So that is the double page spread in the Winter Walk by Rita Berman. Then, we go back to Rooms of Wonder. Rooms of Wonder, again, a project book with my dear friend Jeanne at BoBeanie Creates. And the December page that we did was this one. This, I'm calling it the birdhouse teapot page because I don't know what else to call it. I used Prismacolor pencils, Pebbles pearlescent chalks for the background, and some white Posca. And yeah, I really didn't know at first how I wanted to tackle this page. I wanted it to be bright, but I didn't know what colors exactly to bring in. So I started off with this, I believe it was like French grays or warm grays that I used back here for the wall, and then carried it down to the shelves and whatnot. Tried to do all the shading, which didn't turn out the best, but it's okay. And then did all the greenery, and I figured, all right, let me just do blue, because blue would look good with like the gray kind of color, and then make everything else pop. So that's where I brought in like the yellows and the pinks and all that for the door and the pots and all these teapots and glass jars, and kind of carried it down to the flower and down here to that stuff. So not totally thrilled. I mean, it was a fun page to color. I'm just not totally thrilled with all of my color choices, but it is what it is. And I mean, it came out okay. I'm not like wowed by it, but I'm content with it. Let's just say. So, but let me show you Jeannie's page. I love Jeannie's page. It's gorgeous. It's bright and vibrant, and I love that she went with a pink house and added the blues and the greens as like an accent color to bring everything in. It looks fantastic. I absolutely, absolutely love it. So you did a fantastic job, Jeannie. And yes, thank you again for coloring in this book with me. And that is Joanna Basford, Rooms of Wonder. Then I have Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Cannonbang. And this was a buddy color, again, with Sherry Dennewitz here on Instagram. And we did this page. And I have to tell you, I absolutely love this page. I've been wanting to color this page for a while, and I'm happy that we finally chose it and were able to get to it. What did I use on here? I used Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend Alcohol Marker for the background, Prismacolor pencils, white Posca, again, metallic watercolor paints by the Art Spirits for the snowflakes, and the rose gold on the lanterns. So again, alcohol marker for the sky background. Not completely happy with how my Aurora Borealis turned out, but tried to make it kind of pop, or, you know, a wintry kind of color. Did the polar bear, the ice, all the water. A lot of Posca on that. And then I knew I wanted my snowflakes to be glittery, so that's where all the glitter comes in. But as far as the lanterns, I did the flowers in like this pinky color. Tried to do the light reflecting off the petals. And I figured because I did this pinky color, I wanted her to kind of match. So that's why I put her in pink. And then it came to the lanterns, and I did not know what other color to do or to add in. I didn't want there to be too much color or like craziness, so I just went with like your kind of golden yellowy color. And I just kept that for all of the lanterns. And then for the ones down here, I made some of them, the design on them, I made some of them the pink to kind of go match with her and the flowers. And then the other three, I did a rose gold metallic paint on them just to try to break it up a little bit. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There you can see some of the shimmer on the lantern. And the sparkle, and will I pick up the sparkle on the snowflakes, maybe? Then I added a lot of like snowfall clusters and snow in the sky. And yes, I'm really happy with how the page turned out. So, yay. Okay, let me move mine to the side. And I will show you Sherry's page. And her page is beautiful. I know she was a bit nervous about doing the background dark, but I think it looks great. And the purples in the sky, it brings out the purples and the pinks and the lanterns. So I think it all meshes together really nicely. And it looks cohesive and pretty, and I like how it goes from like a dark to a light. And I think she did a fantastic job. I know she was nervous about it, but again, Sherry, it looks fantastic. So you did good. But yes, that was our buddy color in Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Catamang. Then I worked in this lovely book. This is All the Colors of Christmas by Maria Trolle. And it was a new book to me, and I said, I have to color something. So I did this page. And I used Polychromos, Pebbles Pearlescent Chalks for the background, White Posca, and Gold Pentel Sparkle Pop. So I figured this would be a quick and simple page to do, and I was itching to use my polys for some reason, because I just don't really use them enough. But, yeah, I mean, it turned out okay. I did not know what to do for a background, so I just kind of made it like a blue sky background kind of deal. And threw some Posca on it for accents and around his little beard. And you could see the gold pencil sparkle pop on just some of the little bits down there, just to add a little something and shimmer and make it fun. But yeah, it was a quick, simple page. I'm okay with it. Again, nothing crazy, not the best. I'm not like wowed by it, but it's a page, first page done in here. So I'm happy about that. And again, that is All the Colors of Christmas by Maria Trolle. Then, okay. Then we will go back to A Secret Invitation by Natsuki. We completed, this is the end of story number 1. Woohoo! So again, I used my Abacdur to base everything, went in with Prismacolor pencils. I used pan pastels for the background on the sky and white Posca. Nothing glittery, shiny, sparkly, or anything like that. I kept it very simple. Started with, all the greens, because there's a ton of green. Did the sky, did my mice and their colors, and then kind of just going back from previous pages and looking at flowers, decided, okay, I'm going to throw in the yellow flowers and the purple flowers and the pink flowers. And then I needed something different, so I added in a little bit of this like orangey, peachy color for these, which is fine by me, and it makes it kind of pop and just adds a little bit more to it. But overall, I'm happy with it. Jess, I'm going to bring up Jess as of right now had only completed this page. So she completed this page, so I'll pop that one up here now. And again, as always, a gorgeous, gorgeous job she did. I like how, and I like how she worked her sky, like on my page, you could see I did like the sky background, kind of like trying to fill up the entire page, but she circled hers off So I like that. I like that she kind of like bordered it with a circle. But yes, her pages are always gorgeous. And I believe she's going to work on the other side, the second page I think she said she was going to be finishing that. We're trying to get that one done the beginning of January. So she'll be working on that one. And then we get to move on to, for January and February, we're moving on to story 2. So I'm excited. Yay. We got a complete story done. Woohoo. So yes, very excited. But that is Secret Invitation by Natsuki. Then, oh, I almost forgot about this one. We have Capybara Cuties, Cutie Coloring, Cozy Coloring Book by Scholastic. Rob Parkinson is the illustrator for this book, and it's an untouched book for me. And I said, you know what, this is a cute book. I know I'm going to use alcohol markers in it, and so it should be quick. So I was looking through, and I figured, well, this is perfect for Christmas, so why not? So again, I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers, some Stickles, and Silver and Gold Pentel Sparkle Pop. So the Stickles is on all these little snowdrops and snowflakes. And then these little star type things here has the silver Pentel Sparkle Pop, and the gold is on some of the bows around these stars on the stocking. And yeah. So I'll see if the camera will show anything. Kinda. But yeah, it was definitely a fun, easy, quick page to do for the holiday season. I was excited to finally get a page done. I'm hoping I can, hopefully do a page at least one page every month in this book and get it going. Because it's super adorable, and it is like pretty much really easy. So, yes, that was my first page out of Capybara Cuties. Super cute. And then the last 2 books I have, again, are from my seasonal Matchstick Mouse coloring group. And which one did I do first? Oh, I'll start with this one. So we have, sorry for the glare, Matchstick Mouse, A Winter Coloring Book by Morgan O'Brien. And the December page chosen was this one. This was a cute page to do. I used, once again, Prismacolor pencils and some white Posca. So all the white Posca you can see is on the snow, the trees. I tried to make my little Matchstick Mouse like the cover with her green, red scarf and her hat. Tried to make it match. Tried to somewhat copy his little hat from the cover. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah. So, not the greatest attempt, but, hey, I tried. But, yeah, it was a fun page to color. I didn't add any sparkle or sheen or anything colorful or anything like that, but it's a page done, and I'm happy that it's done, and it was pretty much a quick color. So that was the December page in A Winter Coloring Book. Oh, and I will pop everybody else. I almost forgot. Everybody else that completed that page, I will pop theirs up now. Everybody did a fantastic job as always, so you can check them out. Okay, and then the last one, the last book and the last page for December was from Matchstick Mouse, 25 Days of Kindness Coloring Book. And the December page chosen was this one. And I had fun with this one. I like this one better than the other one. It's just cuter. I don't know. But again, I used my Prismacolor pencils, white Posca, gold and silver Pentel Sparkle Pop on this one. So, oh, and I used my Ohuhu alcohol marker for the sky. So yeah, that's alcohol marker. Everything else is pencil. My white Posca on the snow. And the silver and gold Pentel Sparkle Pop on the ribbons and bows of these gifts. So you could, oh, there, the camera picks it up. But yes, this was a another fun quick page to do. I'm happy with how it turned out. And yeah, I will put up anybody else that has completed this page. I will pop theirs up now so you can see them. Again, fantastic job done by all. And yes, that is it, guys. Those are all of the pages that I have completed for November and December. And yeah, if you have a favorite, let me know what it was. I don't know, to be honest, what my favorite page was. I'd say probably, for November, I think I'm going to have to go with my Dark Fairy Tales page, because I really like, it was a blast to do this page and just doing the different background and adding all like the paint and everything. I don't know. It's not fantastic, but I like it. I'm going to say it's my favorite because it took a lot of time and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. So that would probably be my favorite page for November. And then for December, oh, wait a minute. I totally forgot to show you a page. Oh my God. Wait, back up. Let me move this. I forgot to show you oh my God. In the World Fairy Tale by Erie, we did a December page. Wow. I guess I did not write that down. We did the Matchstick Girl page for December. Wow, sorry guys. I'm like, wait a minute, why do I have this? Yes, this page, what did I use? I used Prismacolor pencils, white Posca, gold pencil sparkle pop. What else? I think that was it, pretty much. And like that, the gold pencil sparkle pop is just a little bit here in the flame on her, a little bit on the patterns on her headpiece, and the candles in this tree. Wow, I can't believe I forgot about this one. Yeah, tried to do somewhat of a glowing effect on her from the candle. Yeah, it was a fun page. I'm glad I got it done. This was like one of my lesser, like I wasn't thrilled with the page. So, but I mean, I feel like if you do all the pages that you really like, then you're never going to finish anything because you don't really want to color the pages that you're like, eh. So this was one of those pages. So I'm glad that it was chosen and I did it and it's now done and complete and I don't got to worry about it now. But yeah, this was my page. I will pop up everybody else's page that did it. They all did a fantastic job on their pages. I believe Jess still is working. I know she based hers, and I think she was finishing it up again, trying to finish it up by the end of December, beginning of January to get all the shading done. But of course, you know, just her basing, it looks amazing. So, but yeah, here's everybody else's page. They did a fantastic job. Sorry, I totally missed that page. Wow. Okay, so that was, again, World Fairy Tale by Erie. But back to my favorite December page. I think I'd have to say it was this one in the Magical Earth. Mythographic Magical Earth, I think, is my favorite December page. Just because, again, I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So, yeah. But let me know if you had if any of these spoke to you and you had a favorite page for November or December. And I would love to know. Please leave me a like and follow if you aren't already. It does help out the channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I do hope that everybody had a wonderful holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, or if you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. I hope it was fantastic, and I hope that everybody has a bright, happy, healthy, colorful 2026. So I will see you all soon. I'm going to try to record my January plans. And yeah, we'll see where we go with that. But thanks for stopping by today. And I hope everyone's doing well. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.